because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Razaban IFL TV proudly sponsored by Everlast. With me, Louis, the plaster Edmondson. Louis, how we doing, mate?
That's how it looks, doesn't it? That's how it looks. But I'm all good. How are you?
I'm good. How'd it feel? Get back in the ring.
I see you yesterday. You look good. You look happy today.
What was wrong with this? What was wrong?
Just a little bit.
Come on, man. I was throwing jabs on Billy Joe Saunders' hands, man.
I see it. You see it.
See that?
You can see that you've done a bit.
See the speed?
See that you've done a bit. I see the power from Greg. It was. You can see the force. The force. Yeah. Yeah, you're David Lloyd every day, twice a day. I can see it.
You get me. Yeah. Shout out David Lloyd, free membership on its way.
That's it, platinum thing.
How did that feel, being back in the ring?
Yeah, it was good. Good to be back out. Obviously, yeah, it was good. I'm happy, really. Obviously, always things to work on. He's a very negative opponent. I was very harsh on myself when I got out of the ring, to be honest. But again, it's he's not shit. He's not a bad opponent. Very negative, so what can you do? I caught him in the first round, he felt the power and he was gone. He knew what was best for him, because I was going to catch him clean and he was going to sleep. So
crazy thing is, I spoke to Reza Ali, who was the first fight, Tommy Welch, second fight, yourself, the third fight. Every one of you has been disappointed with your performance, but you're all still at that early stages of your career still, yeah. You know, on these valuable lessons, these extra rounds, these difficult opponents.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. And obviously, yeah, you want a bad opponent. Listen, it's because we know where we're going and we know where we're heading and we know what we want out of the sport. So we're never going to be 100% happy with our performance until we're world champion. So I think that's why you're getting that response from the fighters, because we want big things and we're not there yet. But it's coming, we're improving, we're working in the gym, and it comes slowly.
I know there was a bit of a rush. There's a delayed start today, so you didn't really have a ring walk. They literally shipped you out of your changing rooms. Did that get to you a little bit? Were you focused still?
Listen, it is what it is. Like, we're fighting men. If we're going to let something like a ring walk or something like that get to us, then what the fuck are we doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, we're getting in there and we're fighting. Like, and that's the be and end all of it. We're fighters. So ring walk, no ring walk, music, wrong music, it don't really matter. At the end of the day, we're getting in the ring. We've got a set of gloves on and we're fighting. So it is what it is.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you've had the loudest cheer of the night so far. I know you've sold a couple of hundred tickets, but good to see them to come out.
Every time my support's unbelievable, and a lot of people's said about it, to be honest, probably the most noise of the night. Everyone's singing, dancing, it's great, it's a great atmosphere out there, and I can't thank all my support enough, you know. Every time they travel out, they rock their place wherever I am, every single time. So yeah, it means a lot, and obviously we're only getting bigger, every time bigger, more people are coming, more people having a good night. The beers are flowing from early, they're singing, they're dancing, and they're enjoying it, so it's good, so more and more, and yeah, it's looking alright.
What was Billy Joe's assessment? What did he say to you at the end?
Just listen, he said I'm being a little bit harsh on myself, but at the same time you can see where I'm coming from, because we know what I can do, and obviously that wasn't even a smidge of it, to be honest with you, you know. But again, negative opponent, on the run, felt the power. He had his Asics on, he was gone, he was doing marathon, so it's one of them. It's not. We want to stay cool, calm, relaxed, don't want to rush it, and yeah, so it is what it is. There's things to work on as always, but yeah.
When do you want to be back out next?
As soon as possible. Obviously they're saying I have an assessment on the cart in 28 days, but by that time I'll hopefully be back in the gym. They're saying I can't have a wash for a week, but it's a list.
You're used to that though, aren't you?
I'll be honest. Not washing for a week is a little bit heavy, do you know what I mean? You got to wash the armpits, wash the old Corey. It's one of them. Like a week's a little bit long, do you know what I mean? So we're gonna have to work around it. We'll work around it whatever way we can, because it's some way we've got to have a wash, do you know what I mean? But we'll get there.
Louis, congratulations once again, my man. And look forward to your next fight week.
Nice one, thank you. Hopefully it's not too long.
Absolutely. Louis Edmondson, IFL TV, thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. right? The bouncer's girlfriend.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.